Kathy. So I was drawn to Magdalene Oracle cards by Tony Carmine Salerno. And before I started shuffling, on the back of the pile, I saw the God card. And I thought, oh, let me put the card back in and let me just shuffle. But I was so drawn to the God card, I saw it. And so I feel that I trust my intuition and that feeling that perhaps God is giving me that feeling of, please read this card. So I will read what Tony Carmine Salerno says about this God card. You may be asking, does God really exist? And if so, where is God when you need God most? Often it is in our times of greatest need that we feel the most alone. This card is your confirmation that you are never alone. The universe has heard your call and wants you to know that the loving presence of the divine creator always fills and surrounds you. Surrender your fears and concerns. There's that word surrender again from the last video. Accept the healing light that is being offered to you in this very moment. Out of fear, we often try to swim against the current. This is a waste of time and energy. Trust, accept, and let go. Though there are bound to be many twists and turns along the way, you'll be pleasantly surprised where the river of life eventually takes you. And then there's a little poem. Each life is like an ocean, forever yearning for love's shore. We ebb and flow, not realizing we eternally bathe in the sea of love. And I prayed and turned to this page in the Bible. It is from the Song of Songs. And I believe Solomon, is it Solomon? Who wrote them? Oh, the Song of Songs is a collection of love poems between a lover and his beloved. It is a beautiful picture of ideal human love and marriage. So, we drew the God card, and then before, when I was doing a different reading, I prayed and read this, but it didn't seem appropriate for that reading. But I think it's appropriate for this reading because God is love. And Reverend Moon teaches very powerfully, you have to marry. When you go to the kingdom of heaven, you have to have your beloved, your spouse. That's what he teaches. So if you love God, you've got to find your mate, your beloved partner for eternity. And Reverend Moon teaches that this is divine principle, okay. There's God at the top, and then that's the origin. Then God created a man and a woman, and they are the dual characteristics of God. God has masculine and feminine qualities. Okay? So when a man and a woman come together and unite, they resemble God. And by uniting with your spouse, that's when you truly have the complete version of God's love. Okay, I hope I said that all right. I'm not the best divine principle teacher, but I hope you got that. So let me read what I prayed and opened to. My lover is radiant and ruddy, outstanding among 10,000. His head is purest gold. His hair is wavy and black as a raven. His eyes are like doves by the water streams, washed in milk, mounted like jewels. His cheeks are like beds of spice, yielding perfume. His lips are like lilies dripping with myrrh. His arms are rods of gold set with chrysolite. His body is like polished ivory, decorated with sapphires. His legs are pillars of marble set on bases of pure gold. His appearance is like Lebanon, choice as its cedars. His mouth is sweetness itself. He is altogether lovely. This is my lover, this my friend, O daughters of Jerusalem. Isn't that beautiful? Don't you want that kind of love? It can be possible, and it is what eventually you will have, because God will never give up on you. And as I taught you from the divine principle in a previous video, I'll talk about the worst spirit. The most evil spirit still has opportunity to restore himself and become good. He has to return to the earth because he needs physical vitality elements. And what he does is he punishes people who do evil. And if the person who does evil on the earth accepts the punishment and gratefully and does better, then that evil spirit in hell can resurrect. So nobody wants to end up in hell. Oh my God. Because it's not a quick process. Who knows how long you'll be in hell if you're so evil? Who knows how long it'll take you to work this way, to raise yourself up, and to change your heart and change your spirit? Who knows? So I feel like, oh my God, I'm worried. I'm a decent human being, you know. I'm your next door neighbor, and I worry. I have in the past, and I still do worry about what if I'm not good enough? What if I end up in hell? I worry about that. So if I worry about that, I mean, what about these people who are pedophiles and murderers and terrorists? I mean, where are they going to end up? Oh my God. So anyway, sorry about that. Oh gosh. Anyway, I love that Bible passage, and it's inspiring me to read a little bit on my own. So I'm going to close this video and start reading from the Song of Songs, because I want to be inspired by love, by loving poems about love, about my beloved, my one true love. I don't know who he is, but there is someone for me one day. There is someone, and I believe that. Thank you all for listening, and see you next time.